Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So as we know, in the fourth T20, India has won by 15 runs, but there has been a lot of discussion in and around regarding the substitution of Harshit Rana in place of Shivam Dubey. Cut straight to the point. The ICC has provided some rules regarding this concussion sub, and it states that the abilities of the concussion replacement should not provide his or her team with an excessive advantage, substantially change the selection balance of the team with respect to the relative numbers of batters, all-rounders, pace bowlers and spin bowlers. This is the most important point of discussion regarding yesterday's match, because Harshit Rana, being purely a bowler, has replaced Shivam Dubey, who is an all-rounder, which eventually might have tilted the team balance by including another bowler in the squad rather than an all-rounder, which was a point of discussion and contention among the cricket lovers. The rule also states that as soon as it is a practical following the request, the match referee should assess the likely role of the replaced player would have played in the remainder of the match when considering the like for replacement. For example, a fast bowler to be replaced, but his team only has batting innings left in the rest of the match, it would be acceptable to replace that player with a spin bowler of similar batting ability. The rule also states that if a fast bowler is to be replaced, but his team only has one bowling innings left in a test match on a cracked pitch, it should not be acceptable to replace that player with a spin bowler. Rather, he should be replaced with another fast bowler. Harshit Rana is not exactly the like replacement for Shivam Dubey, but we have seen instances like Marnus Labuschagne coming as substitution for Chris Green. Even Ravindra Jadeja was replaced by Yuzvendra Chahal, which gave undue advantage for the teams, and they have won the match. With whatever rules I have said, whether we can blame completely India for the yesterday's decision or whether we have to put the blame on match referee side, I'll come to that point with one more clause from the ICC rule compendium regarding concussion subs. The ICC rule states that in assessing whether the nominated concussion replacement should be considered like-to-like player, ICC match referee should consider the likely role the concussed player would have played during the remainder of the match. The normal role that would be performed by the nominated concussion replacement. For example, we'll take yesterday's match, which is the most controversial point at this time. Whether Shivam Dubey would have bowled 4 overs if he was allowed to play, or whether he would have only bowled 1 or 2 overs is the question here. Harshit Rana is a full quota bowler, whereas Shivam Dubey was not bowling 4 overs when he was playing injury free. So that is what has made the big discussion here, because if Shivam Dubey was replaced by Ramandeep Singh, who was available in the squad, this would not have been a big fuss. They have chosen for Harshit Rana, who is not exactly doing the role Shivam Dubey is doing in the squad, which is exactly why all this fuss is being created. If they have gone for Harshit Rana as replacement and Harshit Rana has not taken any wickets, I think this many discussion would not have come. Or he would have bowled only 2 overs like Shivam Dubey. Maybe this debate wouldn't have been effective. But what happened? Harshit Rana has played and he has taken crucial wickets also, which Shivam Dubey likely would not have done. Otherwise, India should have replaced him with Ramandeep Singh, which would not have given them an advantage. So here the point is, India has gotten an advantage by playing Harshit Rana over Shivam Dubey, which is exactly the point many are telling. But whether it is India's problem, I would say the match referee had to ensure, because so many calls are given exactly in the ICC compendium regarding the concussion sub, and I think our match referee Javagal Srinath didn't follow the rule to the T, which is causing all the conundrum around concussion sub recently. See, the point is, India was already having 2 all-rounders in this squad in the form of Washington Sundar and Ramandeep Singh. So, India has went ahead of them and chosen Harshit Rana. Actually, the match referee should have seen to it that either of the 2 all-rounders replacing Shivam Dubey, which would have been a perfectly fine like-to-like replacement and a fine situation in the context. But what has happened is, a bowler has gone and replaced an all-rounder who was not bowling his full quota of hours whenever he played. There is nothing wrong in criticizing in this situation, but at the same time, they have not done anything against the rule in the scenario, because they have taken a loophole in this concussion sub scenario and they have used it to their advantage. I'll tell you a similar example. Not long ago, Ashwin was criticized for running out Butler by Mangading. That scenario, so much problems was caused, telling Ashwin was not ethical in running out a batsman like that, but it was nothing against the rule. Ashwin could have used a little bit of ethics, but he was following the rule book to the T. It is a loophole in the rule book, and batsmen could or bowlers could use that to their advantages. Here, the team itself has used such a loophole in this scenario to their advantage, which should have been questioned by the opposition team captain and match referee, which they didn't do. So there is no point in criticizing India alone for this situation. India was allowed to use that to their advantage by whoever was around refereeing the match, and the opposition team also didn't create a fuss around that. So to conclude, all being said and done, a concussion sub should always be a like-to-like replacement, and India was not ethical, I would say, in using a bowler in place of an all-rounder. But India has not gone against the rule, but they have just used a loophole in the system for their advantage, which should have been questioned by the people around, like the match referee and the opposition team captain, but they did not do it that time period, and there is no point in now arguing about it. So let's conclude by telling that whatever is done. Let's make sure that such kind of things would be taken care, and any such loopholes will be mended for the future, so that more clarity will come, or at least they can keep an option of naming the subs before the match will happen, which will create a lot more clarity in this kind of scenarios, and it can escape a lot of discussions.